everyone, welcome to my channel Engage and Glow. My name is Alicia and I just wanted to give you guys a brief tour to look around and see my homeschool room. Very excited. I love this room and I want to share it and maybe give you guys some ideas on how to set up your homeschool room or your homeschool space. You don't have to have a schoolroom to homeschool. You don't have to have any of these things, but it's just nice when you can get to the place where you have everything organized and easily accessible for the things that you are doing each day. Like you have everything right there, so that's nice. And some people don't do school homeschool in their home in a schoolroom at all. Over the summertime, we got little bins and we put everything that we needed in the bin, and we would go sit under my pergola outside on the patio, and we would do homeschool out there. But now I love having this space because I'm one of those people, if I studied when I was in nursing school, if I studied in my bed and laid down and got comfortable and had things on, I would fall asleep on my books. I would fall asleep. And it's nice because when I was in the nursing program, I would always instead of at 7 a.m. when I dropped the kids off at school, when they were in public school at the time, when they went to school, I would go to the nursing building, and I would go to one of the lounges at 7 in the morning, 7:30 in the morning until class at 9, just because it's nice to be in that space and be in the zone and focused and sitting, and it just always helped me study more and not fall asleep and get tired. Because it's nice to, if you're working from home, some people can work from home and be on their couch and be productive, and some people just do better when they're in an office. Even if you're in an office in your own home, I have an office in my own home, so it'd be nice to if I'm studying something or working on something, I could do it in my office and kind of mentally be in that work mode. It's helpful for me. You don't have to have a schoolroom. You don't have to have any of these things. I'm proud of it. It's helpful for us, and I want to share it with you guys. Also, we didn't always have this. We did homeschool back in 2020, and we didn't have any of these things back in 2020. In 2020, we homeschooled at my dining table in the kitchen. We had a bunch of random things. I had Play-Doh and slime stuff is on the shelf up here. We'd have drawers that we would have spare drawers in my kitchen, and I put some easy busy things for the kids, busy bags and things in there, so it's easily accessible for the kids to sit at the table with these lacing cards and things. And we would put the puzzles, they would be with the board games and the board game shelf in the living room. And everything was just here and sporadic all over the place. And it was nice because my very first purchase when we were starting homeschool in 2020 was this white 8-cube shelf next to me. We got this 8-cube shelf, and we put it right next to my dining table, and it was just nice to have everything put there. And I was even able to buy more things like workbooks and stuff and put them on the shelf, and it was just nice to have it all right there. So we would do homeschool at the table, and would have our shelf next to us. And now we're in a different house, and we have moved into a house that has spare bedrooms that we can use. And so now I have a spare bedroom just for my school zone, and we can come in here, and it's our little classroom. And I used to remember being little, and me and my sisters, we would pretend and we would play school. You want to go play school? And I'll be the teacher, you be the student. And my mom even got us a giant globe at a yard sale, and she got us those little desks that you actually sit in, the desk that has the small, it's the chair with the basket underneath. It has the small desk attached to it. We'd have just a corner of my room with a globe and a desk, just so we could pretend to play school. So yeah, my son comes in here and he loves it. He loves it so much, and so do I. And it's organized, and everything's where I need it to be. And we've done a lot of things to change it recently, so I'm anxious to show it to you guys. I'm happy and excited about it. And yes, so if you want a sneak peek and just a brief tour, stay tuned and let's take a look around. So this is our schoolroom entry. It's kind of dim right here because there's no light in this entry part here, but just kind of wanted to let you guys see. This is our little calendar board here. It's a pocket calendar I got off Amazon. I can link it below if anybody wants it. Yeah, so we always come, and he's got this little Bendy figuring here. So you can put a popsicle stick or decorate a card, but he puts Bendy. So one of his favorite shows is Bendy and the Ink Machine. So he can like put Bendy on whatever day it is. And then we get this, and he fills out what day it is, and there's like about me and questions for like, autism questions, and you need to work on your feelings. How do you feel? What's your name? And things like that. Your address, phone number. He knows all these things now. But yes. Sorry, it's hard to do with one hand. But yeah. So we have like in this board, it came with so many things like birthday places. Like we put in library day, zoo day, birthday day. It has so many of these little other little cards here that we can enter into any of these pockets. So it's very nice. And then overview, kind of like right when you walk in, we have this little poster wall, and that's what we do next. He goes over to the poster wall, and mostly down here, like I kind of made these little Velcro things where everything's Velcro. He can just kind of stick on what day of the week, how is the weather, and what month is it. So he does his calendar pocket board, and then the wall, and fills out that little chart every day. Yes, so this is my poster wall, and usually it's a lot brighter in here. It's kind of storming outside right now, and I think it started to ease up a little. But yeah, usually there's a lot more natural light. And so this is the schoolroom. We have a little kitchenette just because they like to play with that down here when all the kids are here, cousins and things. And we have our little library section and supplies, and a little reading nook in the corner, and our whiteboard, our art area. And then this is just for me to store supplies. But we got this bandstand, and this is his clarinet and his beginning book to learn playing the clarinet. And I like that it's right here because this is his chair he sits in every day. It's my spot, like Sheldon Cooper. It's my spot. You can just like literally turn his chair, and then he's playing clarinet right there. But so that's his spot. This is usually my spot. And Kinsey sits here when she does do things with us, science experiments. Sometimes she'll think our experiment's pretty cool, and Mom, save that till I get home. But this is our very well-loved table and chairs. Our well-loved table. You can see it was an art table for us for a very long time. We do all of our science things and everything here, so I don't really, I could paint over it. I just don't care to. We do a lot of things in here. And this is from my sister. It was a little classroom homeschool gift from her. We have our erasers, Dogman. He loves Dogman comics. And then our regular markers. He has like a special marker kit that we use for art. All my expo markers, because we do a lot of things with the dry erase boards over there. But we have scissors, hole punchers, all of our tape and glue sticks, color pencils. And this is like more for me. Like every day he loves these. He plays the game Luigi's Mansion 3, where you have to collect these gems. And so he loves, I wish they'd find a green one. We don't have a green one. We have like one of each color upstairs. But the highlighters I use every day in my homeschool planner. And then this is my favorite pen because I got it from Disney World. So we have the things that we use every day right here in the middle. And then just a lot of extra things around. I love that it spins, and it's so easy to like glide over the table. So it's nice to push it out of the way when we don't need it. But yeah, we have the calendar wall, then we have the table and the laptop. We do so many things on the laptop, of course. We watch so many YouTube videos that go with any lesson we're learning. And then we have all of our other subjects that are online that we pay for, that we're using for school. And then I'll go over to this little library. I have so many books I need to get rid of. I've just kept all the kids' books, and we kind of just eventually stopped buying books. Like we buy the books at the book fair every year, but for the most part, we always go to the library. Like these are the library books I just picked up today. They got ordered from another library. We were covering polar animals right now, in geography, we're covering Antarctica and the Arctic. So we're covering polar animals and the climate and things. And yeah, so we have whatever the unit is, I'll just have on display right here. And I've never filled in these picture frames. I do at some point need to do that. And they always get like a puppet. I don't know why, it's just something cute. Of course, have our homeschool camera because it like gets the view of like right here. That way, if I'm like doing laundry in the next room, or if I'm over in my office, which is right next door, I can like have my phone on display and watch him as he's painting in case he needs my help. Yeah, other than that, we have like card games, holiday games we'll put in here if I find any. And then this is like our SEL kind of shelf, like other books that aren't involved in that. But we used to have feeling and emotion time where we'd sit down and we had all these fidgets in here, but both the kids have taken all the fidgets. There's nothing left other than magnets, the things that they didn't want. And we have the what should Danny do books. We buy these every year, these for Christmas time. We have a bunch of these big storybooks. And then this is our phonics book tote. And so these were all, I bought all these in the beginning when we were like using these for phonics. They're mostly ones, and now that Kenzie's reading like 3s and 4s and Hayden's reading 2s, like we don't even buy them anymore. We just have a whole section of them at the library. And these are all my flashcards. This is literally nothing but just flashcards and things for me to make our own flashcards. And then like our word families. I made this a while back when we were practicing CBC words, which they have both graduated away from a while back. And then, of course, I put all their school pictures up here, and I have an obscene amount of pictures. I need to buy so many more frames for the rest of their pictures to go up. I'm like, I need to like make a third row or scrunch them closer, or like spread out to each side because there's so many. Yeah, I love the camera in here. We have the digital clock and the Alexa, and that's very helpful with everything we do. And then a clock, an analog clock. And on top of it with our little, I just let the kids pick out some stuffies to throw down here. They both have a bunch in their rooms. But it's nice because we have these lights on, and sometimes we can just put on these little lights and turn off the big light, and it's nice and like, you know, serene in here. And we have the karaoke machine that we use every single morning. And then if we go to this section here, probably my favorite section, what we use the most, we have more flashcards and flashcards here that we use every day. And it's nice because like I can just put them in these work boxes. I know some people just use folders, like daily folders, or they have a little, each kid gets their own desk with all their stuff in it. This is easier for us. We have 1,000,001 extra pens here, and these, it's just a bunch of random extra expo markers and things. I just keep my main ones on the desk in the little spinning Lazy Susan. But these are our subjects that we have, and we have, like, you see the Velcro numbers here. We used to have to, like, after 5 of them, we'll take a break. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We just kind of like do what we can, and then we'll take a lot more breaks. I don't make them wait till we get done with 5 before we take breaks. It's what we used to have to do a long time ago to kind of get him to want to do things like after 5 things I'll give you, you know, gummies, or after 5 things you can have 10 minutes on your tablet. And then that's how he would do it like years ago, and we still have that system, but we don't really use it anymore. But yeah, we have everything customized to his favorite things. So it's nice to have like all your labels have pictures. It's nice for all your labels to have pictures, like in case they can't read, but it's also nice to make it custom to the child because my son loves this movie Inside Out. So when we do SEL, it's nice because it's like, oh, that's my favorite character, I can't wait. And right now his favorite thing is Luigi, and we're having a Mario birthday. So for reading and writing, we have Luigi reading a book, and we have money, Mr. Krabs, because he loves Mr. Krabs and SpongeBob. And then geography, we play Mario World. They have a lot of Mario games that have like the world or the globe on it. So we have Mario for geography, and we have a little, this is our habitats binder, and we have a Mario geography binder. And then we have our human body binder that we made that goes with it. So it's Mario and Mario. And we have science and then speech. I love Eva and Wally for speech because it's just kind of ironic, but he loves Wally, Eva, and those. And logic, he loves Toy Story, so we have them playing a game, and that's what we do a lot for logic. We play puzzles, games, we have a bunch of things for that. And then art is Squidward painting because he loves SpongeBob and Squidward. And then moving on, we have the shelf. There's so many things on the shelf I kind of need to get rid of, but so this was essentially Kenzie's. This is her reading book we used to use. We don't anymore. She's like way leveled past this. And her sight words. And then this is her like, this was her school binder from like preschool when we were learning numbers. And we have the Boo Boo Bear with the Band-Aids to match the numbers and the days of the week. And matching uppercase and lowercase letters. And we have all kinds of things. Place value, our thousands charts, just skip counting caterpillars. We have just, this is what we used to use. We don't use this anymore. But yeah, there's lots of helpful things. Like when we were learning all these numbers or letters, she'd get a sticker each day when she mastered it, and then at the end you'll get a prize. But it's just, we have it because it's a memory and I can't part with it, but we don't really need it anymore. And she also has her own little 1 through 5 stickers, but we don't, or Velcro numbers, but we don't use that anymore. So many workbooks that I've bought at the dollar store and don't use. Some of them came in helpful, and some of them we just don't need. And then Dad got her all these dry erase books when she was learning writing years ago, and I just don't need them anymore. Same for my son. He had this reading binder when we were learning reading. Like sight words are in the back, and we used to always print out all these papers that match his sight words so he could practice drawing and spelling them. And this, I love this because it's literally, it's all Velcro, and this was when he was learning to spell CVC words when he was really struggling. So we have cup, so it'd be up, and he would have to learn to spell it, which he loves. This is fun. This is just makes it fun. And then whenever he's done, like, is that how you spell it? And it's just a little index card, but it was a little reading practice binder, and we'd have syllables, and like cow says "k," so you'd have it over a C for "k," and this little reading binder, if I could speak. And same for him. These are all of his phonics books, like you would get on Bob's Books. We used to be at Bob's Books. We have all these phonics books, and you'll get a sticker on the book as you're reading it, and once you read all the books, like, you get a sticker on it, and once they both have done that. So he's got the Woody sticker, she's got the little rainbow sticker, and once you read all the books, then you get to get a prize, and then you level up to like the next box. But yeah, so she's got her own coloring books, he's got his own coloring books. Don't really use them anymore, but just there. And then we have, of course, his binder is custom to him. He loves Bendy and the Ink Machine. She loved Unicorn. We have their phonics books that they've been working on that they've completed. And then this whole section is like crafts, mostly. This is all of our construction paper. This bin's all construction, paint supplies. We always lay down like wrapping paper to protect the table as much as we can. And then cups to clean our brushes, felt, our math cubes, letter boards when we were doing patterns. We don't need those anymore. All of our stickers, sticky things, glue, pipe cleaners, and string, cubes, popsicle sticks, beads are back here. All these manipulatives for when we were doing counting skills, and I just collected all these unicorn erasers and things we could count and put on charts, and just can't, part with them, but we don't need them anymore. And now we have, like, back here is feathers and pom-poms and paint. This is like paint brushes and our little, like, tiny paint things to hold our paint. And then this is actual, like, paint. We'll get rid of it as we empty out the bottles, or they clump up. We'll throw them away and just let the kids go pick out their new paints. Yeah, so that's what's on our shelf. And then my mom got my son this globe years ago. It actually can light up. But yeah, when we do our geography unit, we don't just match it to the flat map, we match it to the globe. And we have this globe because it's like dry erase. We can like draw on it, circle things, and erase it really easy. And then pencil sharpener that's like electric, which is very nice. Okay, not electric, but takes batteries. Our apples and things just from the dollar store that are cute. And then with our human body binder, we have human body parts and things to go with it. Our dry erase boards and our clipboard. We use the clipboard a lot, actually. And then I'm not going to go through it all the way, but a little sneak peek inside of our body binder. You can like flip things down, and I can make another video just about this in itself and how we use it in our geography and habitat binders. But this is already going to be long enough as it is. So here we have their binders. I've always kept all their school memories, so everything just goes here except artwork. We have like baskets of artwork, but this is main things that came from school that I wanted to keep. And this year, this is Hayden's binder for this year. It's Luigi. He's obsessed with Luigi's Mansion 3. And then for our logic, down here, we have this the logic workbox. So for that, that's what this tote is for. This tote has more things for our logic box. It's got a bunch of activities in here I could go through and kind of make our own little video about that, because there's a bunch of things I have on my wish list I want for it, but a lot of things that are helpful and my opinions on those. And then we have just more like glitter boards, a light up drawing board, tracing board. We used to use a lot. Here's all their memories, like school binders. You can see just memory binder from 2020 when we started homeschooling, and we have so many things in here that we've done. We just put everything in sheet protectors and keep it forever. And then Play-Doh, both the kids have fun with it. It's not something I feel like they've ever grown out of. We just don't do it as much now. Learning puzzles, a lot of these we don't need anymore. More Play-Doh stuff. Slime, we do slime so much. We do slime like every holiday. We'll do green slime for leprechauns, and we'll do Grinch slime or Santa Claus red slime and Easter slime, like all different colors and kinds. Like we always have slime stuff. Wood things that we can paint. I'm sure there's some things in here that we could just grab and paint at any point in time. Chalk, we always have chalk in here at some point, so we have a big patio that can color on outside. Magnets, just so we can make bigger things. And then up here is my pocket board. We'll pull it down, and we use it quite a bit now. And we have our science experiments. And I was gonna have like be a mystery box. Like we'll put all our science experiment stuff in the tote, and every day he can like pull it down and see what we're doing and guess. But really it just doesn't work out that way. Instead, these have kind of just became storage for our science experiments, like things that we need all the time. I can't get this down with one hand. Vinegar, glue, food coloring, little syringes, cotton pads. The other one I think has baking soda and other things like that. Just storage for science experiments. Yeah, I think there's also salt. But yeah, so that's like storage. Clarinet stand. We have the calendar wall. We have our little Lazy Susan thing here. This is like, these four are like more crafts, and then these are like their workbooks and coloring books and binders, school binders that we use for learning. This is what we use more often, more than anything, this, because some people have, like I said, folders, but then like, I don't want to just use the folder that day. Like what if like we're doing time, I want the board and I want the printouts and I want the time cards and I want all the stuff in it, like the real money, and like I want the stuff that we're using in it. And we'll even like pull we used to have this clock in here too. We'll pull this off the wall and we could use this too when we were learning time, but now that's not an issue. He can tell time by minute. More so now I need to work on money. But anything we're doing, like I want to be able to have everything in here that we need, like for speech. Like for speech, we can have, sorry, my dogs are going crazy. I think it's raining again. But yeah, flashcards, whatever we're using, mirror, like comic book stories we'll do. And I need all of our stuff for speech in here. I don't want it to be just a folder. We don't do just worksheets. We do a lot of hands-on things, so it'd be hard to just have anything with just worksheets. in here. I love this workbox system. We come in, we do our boxes. I can have all of our stuff put in, ready to go each night. So when we come in the morning, it's just set up, and then have a good routine every day. Just go through your boxes and you're done. That is our schoolroom. Dry erase board, ignore this. It kind of is more flexible. We've changed it up since then. This is like our standards 1 through 5. I know social studies is a standard technically, but it kind of goes with expression a little bit here. Social studies, SEL, because it's learning about the community and things he needs to learn. I don't even follow the system anymore, so we haven't really needed to do this, but he loves cats, and this is everything I do is dry erase. I'm a dry erase queen. He's got a little, once you do the pocket board, you can check it off. Once you do your work boxes, you can check it off. And then if we've done our exercise, you can check it off. And then after you've done all 3 things, calendar board, work boxes, and exercise, then you're done. Go eat lunch and let's play. Let's go do something. Go bowling. We don't really have to do that. He doesn't really, I thought he would need more motivation, but he doesn't. He doesn't need to do this every day. He kind of comes in, knows the routine already. And then up here, we just have our artwork, things they want displayed. Like some things just go straight to their binders, and other things are like, I want this hung up. This needs hung up. So it's just nice. We can display their artwork. A lot of people have a bunch of different ways to do that. I kind of like just clipping it up there, and then when we're done, we can just put it right into their binders. That's kind of handy. But yeah, this will probably be a lot different just in 6 months. But for now, this is very beneficial for us just to have this little setup here. I love our clocks being close together. I love the little library we have and flashcards being together. I like the way everything's kind of grouped together and organized right now. And I love how like the pattern on this rug kind of matches the pattern in the curtains, and it's very bright and very colorful. I like a lot of like neutrals with pops of color, and he loves cats, so take me out. Little trash can here. A lot of these things we don't need to use anymore. Like he knows his colors. I guess we could swap that out with something else. It's just always been there. And we have like, he does need to learn some of these 3D shapes we don't know yet. And these we use every day. But that color one needs to go. It needs to go. I need something else to go there. But yeah, this is our schoolroom. I hope I haven't made you guys dizzy just trying to one hand do this and try to be a little bit more balanced. Yes, I love it in here. So far it's been very nice. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to share more videos on little things like how we learn to tell time by minute, how we went from nonverbal to reading, our human body binder, like little things that have been helpful. Can't wait to share those. Stay tuned for more content, subscribe, be supportive of our channel and our homeschool routine and our homeschool journey this year. Thank you for watching. Thanks for coming to our channel, and I will see you guys around. Thanks so much. Bye. Hayden, look at that. It's dancing.
Dun, 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 and a dun, dun, dun.